What's going on, guys? So today we are out here at Ron Hoover RV and Marine in Corpus Christi, Texas, and we are going to take a look at this brand new Elkridge by Heartland. This is the 38MB. This is their mid-bunk fifth wheel. This is a really cool fifth wheel. The floor plan has some really nice elements to it, and Heartland is doing a few things a little different than other manufacturers. So let's take a look at this unit. I'll be right back. All right, before we get started, let's take a look at the numbers on this. So this has a gross vehicle weight rating of 16,000 pounds. It has a cargo capacity of 3,040 pounds. I would definitely say this is 1-ton territory. If you're gonna haul this, 1-ton single rear wheel, 1-ton dually preferred would be the truck that you would want to haul this with, because it is a full profile unit, which means it's very tall, it's a relatively long fifth wheel, and it's a relatively heavy fifth wheel. You want as much stability and safety as possible whenever you're towing it. Is it possible to tow it with a lighter duty truck? It's possible. Would I recommend it? No. But ultimately what you do at the end of the day should be done in terms of safety for you, your family, and the other people on the road. Back to the video. So, one thing that Heartland is doing that is different is they're utilizing a non-drop frame design. So this has a straight beam, even though it looks like it has a drop frame. Goes all the way back to about here, but then it drops off into this really interesting storage area. So this area right here is level with your side basement storage. And then down here is where you're gonna see things like generator prep. So if you have a generator, this is where it would go. And right here is where you're gonna see your hydraulic system, batteries, power disconnect, which this one has 2 of them, which is interesting, plus a breaker right there. You have your sine wave inverter here. But this is essentially different than most RVs you see because typically this is just one large open space. Coming around, propane tanks will be housed on the sides right here. Has a good size storage, magnetic latches. We'll get to that side here in a second. Over here, you'll see that they use little struts to hold up the door, which is relatively thin. I would like to see a thicker material used here. It adds some rigidity to the door, which I think is nice to have, plus a little bit of strength. It does have dual slam latches though, which is nice. I do like that it utilizes this kind of fiberglass or plastic sealed off wet bay. A lot of manufacturers aren't doing this, and this is really, really nice. It's definitely a standout feature to have this. Clearly marked controls. The frame on this doesn't protrude too much into here, and they finish off the top, which is also nice. But this area is definitely large. You have a lot of room in here. You could definitely put quite a bit of supplies and storage in this space. Msrp I have on here, $76,252. Coming back your water heater, back your furnace. Looking underneath, runs on a 12-inch I-beam frame, which is very nice. Rack and pinion slide here, rack and pinion slide there, even though the front slide up here is cable driven. So that's a good combination. Cable driven slide on the light stuff and rack and pinion slides on the heavier stuff. Coming around, this does not utilize an upgraded suspension. So that is an area that I'd like to see them change. Only because this is a relatively heavy unit, and I would like to see heavy duty shackles, greasable wet bolts, and a heavier duty suspension. Now, I'm not 100% concerned about that because it's a relatively low cost thing to change. So if you wanted to add all those components, it might set you back 500 bucks. And they could probably do the work here as well. 50 amp connection on the back, has a 2-inch trailer receiver. This is running incandescent bulbs on the back, as well as up top. It is wired for a Furrion wireless backup camera. This is designed for a cargo accessory rack, so if you want to carry bicycles with you or other things like that, you can do that. Has a walk-on roof with your ladder already in place. I do like the fact that they give you your propane connection out here. And if you have a fifth wheel, you may not realize that you might have a propane connection for like a barbecue grill out back, and it should be regulated already. Right here is your drop down for your spare tire. I love when they put this system in. That's an upgrade. A lot of people don't realize that, but that is an upgrade. You basically unbolt it, lift it off the top, slide it out, and it pulls your spare tire out. So if you're ever on the side of the road in a bind, you have easier access to it. Rack and pinion slide right here. Coming around, plenty of storage. Tons of storage. Now this looks like a spot for an outside kitchen, even though there's not one spec'd in this unit, but it's really nice because you can definitely put a lot of things in here. This is a great place to store stuff in conjunction with the basement storage that you normally have. This does have the level up hydraulic leveling system from LCI. And check this out. Talk about a perk. Asdel. 2-inch thick laminated sidewalls. So most of your fifth wheels are going to be 1.5 inches. 2-inch thick sidewall, Asdel construction. That right there is the biggest perk to get something like this. I mean, really, even though it may be missing it in a few other areas, they had to cut cost where they could and put it back where they could. To have Asdel on a 2-inch thick laminated sidewall is actually a really, really good thing. So this entire fifth wheel has just completely restored my faith, even though it doesn't have really great tires or suspension. Those you can change. You can't change your sidewall material. Coming inside, check this out. This is really nice. Good size living room area. Again, it's your rear living room design because this is a mid-bunk. Has a nice refrigerator. It's about a 14 cubic foot refrigerator, a little bit larger than that. Nice stove, lots of storage. You have drawers there. You have a nice microwave area here next to the stove. Lots of cabinets up top. That's an interesting way to do the cabinetry, but it looks nice. You have your nice sofa back here. Turns into a good sized bed, as well as end tables on each side. This unit with a $78,500 MSRP, they're asking $55,999 for. 50-inch TV, nice fireplace. Comfortable seating. What I like about this seating is the fact they put the cup holders side by side, so it's a wider armrest, which doesn't make it feel like you're sharing a single armrest and a single cup holder with somebody else. Just more room. Lots of drawers. I like the drawers here, I like the drawers here. More cabinetry up here. Nice amount of space next to the cooktop, which is really nice. Good size island. This is actually a very good size island. You could probably put a bar stool or two right here if you wanted as well and entertain more people. But there's a lot of seating in this unit. You got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe even 9. And then if you put a bar stool or two here, 10, 11. But that is a very deep island. Traditionally, your islands go to about there. So you have a lot of island space. I love it when they put the drawers here, the cabinetry. You have more drawers right here, which is really nice. When you're looking at RV floor plans, pay attention to how many of them lack drawers in the kitchen for like utensils and silverware, because there are a lot of them. Now, this is cool. A lot of pantry room here. Shoot, they give you pantry room next to the actual refrigerator, and then they also give you more right here. But I would like to see maybe, you know, let's do this much pantry, and then right here, let's have a shelf come out for a coffee maker. Now, you might wonder why it's notched right here. The reason why it's notched right here is because this slide, when it comes in, it's going to tuck right up against this area. So this is all the room you have to play with. And I believe they probably could have split this between a countertop and a pantry. Now, the countertop would have been about a foot deep, so that's not too bad. But I don't think you needed that much pantry space, considering how much other storage space they give you. I do like this area up here, which we'll show you in a second when we get to the mid-bunk, or at least the loft. More storage right here, nice coat closet. Your controls are back here. Your touchscreen controls are exposed, but they put it on a darker wallboard, which is nice. Check this out. So this is your mid-bunk. Now, it doesn't have the flip-up bunk on top, but you can see they've already deployed the bed here, which is really nice. Gives you quite a bit of sleeping space in here. Spot for your TV, wardrobe, more cabinets. No desk in here, but if you wanted to turn this into an office, you could easily rip this chair out and put a desk in here if you wanted. But it's a nice space. I mean, it's a mid-bunk. It gives you what you're looking for. Nice mid-bunk application. You could sleep 2 in here. If you had one with the flip-up, you could probably put a third person there, but it doesn't look like they do that on this model. All right, going up the stairs, you have your ladder to get into your loft. Now, this loft is the equivalent of a queen-size bed. So this thing is huge. It's got tons of room up here. Plenty of room for kids, plenty of room to kind of put the kids away if you don't want them running around at night. You want them just to be able to play somewhere. Just be careful whenever you have children up here. Last thing you want is to have one of them fall off of here, because it's about a 4.5-foot climb to get up to the loft area. Coming back, you have your Dometic AC controls. So this does have a good sized bathroom. Plenty of space for toiletries right here. Nice little shelf here. You can put towels up here. You have a nice towel rack. Good countertop space here, as well as medicine cabinet. This is a good size shower, about 2.5 to 3 feet in front of the toilet as well. All right. Coming into the master bedroom, king size bed, really nice. Pocket door closes to cut off the bedroom from the rest of the RV. You have about 1 foot of room on each side to get onto the bed. Plenty of closet space in this unit. You can see it's all kind of a shared space. You have a place for a stackable washer and dryer as well, which is nice. But this is definitely a good sized master bedroom. The slide heights are also really nice, so you don't have to worry about hitting your head whenever you're getting in or out of bed. Also, taking a look at this front area here, plenty of room in this closet. Shoot, you could step inside of this closet. This is a huge, huge area, especially considering you can put a washer and dryer in here, which is nice. Overall, though, this is a really nice unit. Your TV would go up here. You have 6 drawers for your dresser at the end. I do like how they utilize this space here. Going back this way, this is a nicely set up unit. This is a good unit for a large family, because ideally you can sleep, maybe 3 people up front, 2 people down here, so that's 5, maybe 6, 7. You could probably put 3 kids up here, so let's just say 7. And then 2 in the master bedroom, 8, 9. Or possibly even a few more. Overall, though, this is a nice floor plan. It has all the characteristics that most people are looking for in a mid-bunk, which mid-bunks tend to have the highest sleeping capacity of just about anything out there, primarily because they give you the loft, the mid-bunk, as well as sleeping room out here, like on the sofa. Anyways, I'd love to hear your feedback on this unit. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very soon.